Welcome to Excel, Mark, and we're going to be looking today at how we can make dynamic drop downs based on a list of information that we have within our Excel spreadsheets. So we can see that we've got some people here and we just have different names. And within these, we need to be able to add and take away the different names. And to do this, then we can look at the unique values that we have within this specific column. So we know within A that we have these unique values. So we can use the unique function to return what we need to do from this. And I'm going to make this a lot bigger than what I normally would. And the reason that I will do this is so that we know exactly where we are. So what I would normally do is say we make it to A10 and I would go down to say A20, and I always work in columns as we go down. So we can see that we have the usual kind of A10 to A20 there. We'll close the parentheses and we'll press OK. What I sometimes do at this point then is, if I'm doing something like this, is then just mark this area here just with a light grey, so that you know that this formula, which takes from here, only goes up to row 20. So sometimes if you think to yourself when you're kind of coming back to this work at a later date, oh, why is this specific kind of list not got this information in, then at least you know that if it goes over this line here, then it probably just means that you need to extend your formula a little bit here, and then it's kind of not you digging around for ages trying to work it out. But we can see that within this data, we also get this zero error here, just because it's picking up all these blank empty rows that we have. So just to get rid of this, we can put in the trim function at the beginning. And again, we just add the extra parentheses at the end. And now we can see that that just removes that zero for us at the end for what we need there. And a lot of people know this, it kind of makes it really easy just to bring it through. But now is the part where we can make a specific drop down, so someone can select something and make that dynamic. So we want to click into this cell now and say this is on another sheet. We want to make a dynamic drop down based off the unique values that we have, because we won't want to select the same value twice. So we can go into the data tab, we can go with data validation, and then within the settings, we want to change this to a list. So once we have a list now, we're going to select the source and we're just going to select the first cell that we have within this column C here. So we can see that we have C2 and we have the $2 there selected, but we'll just press the F4 key so that now we're just we're fixed within the column, but not within the row that we have there. And we're just going to add a hashtag at the end there. And what this does is this part here, that just one specific hashtag, rather than making it a specific range, at that point makes it dynamic for us. So it's not pulling through all the information, but we can extend this and we can make it shorter or longer as we need to do. If we press OK there and we press OK, then if we had our drop down now, we can see that we get all of these different drop downs that we had before. And what we have the ability to do now is taking out, say, Ian and Helen. And because this unique part here has changed, then when we look here, we can also see that we have amended our drop down list there. And we can add names back in, like so. And by adding them back in then, because again it's added them back into the unique function, we can see that we add them back at the bottom here and it returns the values as we need them to do. So let's say if you're working through these and you can see that you've got all different types and all different names, and then suddenly you realize, oh my god, I've gone over there, and you can see now that it's not returning any of the people. So if we would say Pedro in there, we can see that Pedro is not being added to the unique, but because we're putting this little colouring of the cells here, then we know that, all right, actually Cole just needs extending down, and we can extend that down to 28. So we can just amend the formula that we need to do there. And we can see that that will now work. We can then, again, just select the data that we have, update the color so we know now that the formula is working down to the 28, and because we've done that, we know that the drop down will also include the different data that we have. So hopefully this helps. Any questions that you need to do about how to make this dynamic drop down or how we can change stuff based on this, then let us know, and hopefully all is good.